Super good news mga kabayan! Philippine Coast Guard sa isang forum kinumpirma ang nakatakdang paglalagay ng naval gun sa dalawang Teresa Magbanwa multi-role response vessel ng Philippine Coast Guard. Maliban sa 40 mga barko na binili ng Philippine Coast Guard sa France, meron pang 60-meter multi-role response vessel na mga barko para sa kanilang armada at marami pang iba. Alamin! Good news mga kabayan! Japan at Amerika pinondohan ang paggawa ng mga Philippine Coast Guard basing sa Subic Bay at Palawan sa Amerika at Japan. Maraming salamat. Ayaw ring magpahuli ng Australia kung pagtulong lang ang pag-uusapan upang lumakas ang Pilipinas. Personal na sinabi ng Australian Ambassador sa Pilipinas na meron itong ibibigay ng mga unmanned aerial vehicle sa Philippine Coast Guard worth 110 million peso. Ayos! Eto pa, US Pacific Commander nagsalita na huwag magpadala ang Pilipinas sa mga matatamis na pangako ng China lalo't na sa joint oil exploration dahil baka sa bandang huli ito ay isang patibong lamang at mawawalan tayo ng kontrol. Dagdag pa ng US Pacific Commander, dedepensa nila ang West Philippine Sea laban sa patuloy na agresyon ng China sa karapatan ng mga Pilipino. Kung kayo ang tatanungin mga kabayan, sang-ayon ba kayo sa patuloy na presensya ng Amerika at Japan sa ating mga teritoryo? Philippine Coast Guard kinumpirma na lalagyan nila ng naval gun ang kanilang dalawang 97-meter multi-role response vessel na nabili pa ng Pilipinas sa Japan. Naka-schedule ng lagyan ng 30mm remote control naval gun system ang BRP Teresa Magbanwa at BRP Melchor Aquino. Ayon kay Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson Commodore J. Tarella, layo nitong mapatatag ang kagamitan ng dalawa sa pinakamalaking barko ng bansa na ginagamit sa pagpatrolya sa West Philippine Sea. Bukod dito, aasahan ding darating simula 2027 ang 5 pang bagong 97-meter na barko mula sa Japan.
Furthermore, in terms of weapon system, the Coast Guard has scheduled the installation of a 30mm remote-controlled stabilized naval gun system on our 97-meter vessels. This installation is a significant step forward as it will provide our vessels with enhanced firepower to ensure a robust maritime presence.
Hindi lang yan mga kabayan, kinumpirma din ng Philippine Coast Guard sa selebrasyon ng 2016 Arbitral Tribunal Award na maliban sa 40 mga barko na binili ng Pilipinas sa France, meron pa itong mga 60-meter na mga multi-role response vessel, satellite communication na nakatakdang punduhan ng nasabing ahensya ng gobyerno.
Despite the fiscal challenges, the current leadership of the Philippine Coast Guard under Admiral Ron Hilgavan remains committed to enhancing our assets. This endeavor is strongly supported by the Chief Executive and both houses of Congress, who have shown their backing for our modernization efforts for the Coast Guard. Currently, in the pipeline is the acquisition of 5 additional 97-meter vessels from Japan, alongside the procurement of 40 35-meter multipurpose fast response boats with support from France. Of these, 20 will be constructed in France, while the remaining 20 will be built right here in the Philippines. The primary goal is to facilitate technology transfer and ultimately bolster our local shipbuilding industry. In terms of our government funding, the Philippine Coast Guard has also set ambitious plans aimed at significantly enhancing our operational capabilities. One of the key initiatives is the acquisition of several 60-meter class multi-role response vessels, which are designed to provide versatile support for our various maritime missions. In addition to these vessels, we are also planning to procure 2 medium endurance helicopters and 2 trainer helicopters, which will greatly enhance the aerial surveillance and operational readiness. This year, we have also programmed the establishment of a sophisticated satellite data communication system. This system is intended to be installed at Coast Guard shore stations and on at least 12 of our Coast Guard vessels.
Japan at Amerika meron ding pinupunduhang mga Coast Guard base sa Subic Bay at Palawan.
While we have received support from both the US government and the Japanese government for the development of the Coast Guard Vessel Support Facility in Buliluyan, Palawan, and the Vessel Support Facility in Subic Bay area,
super good news naman mga kabayan, kinumpirma din ng bansang Australia ang nakatakda nitong karagdagang 110 million peso na halaga ng mga unmanned aerial vehicle na ibibigay ng libre para sa Philippine Coast Guard.
And it is my great pleasure to announce today for the first time that over the next couple of years, Australia will provide PCG with additional drones and other uncrewed maritime domain awareness technologies worth around 110 million pesos.
Sa ibang balita naman, kung depensa lang ang pag-uusapan, hindi magpapahuli ang Amerika. Kinumpirma ng commander ng US Pacific Fleet na kabilang ang West Philippine Sea sa kanilang dedepensahan.
For the U.S. Pacific Fleet, our mission is to deter aggression across the Indo-Pacific, together with our allies and partners, and to prevail in combat if necessary. That mission of deterrence applies region-wide, including the West Philippine Sea and Taiwan.
Sinabi din ng commander ng US Pacific Fleet na sa kabila ng mga karahasan na ginagawa ng China, bigo ito na mapasuko ang mga bansa sa Southeast Asia, kabilang na ang Pilipinas na talikuran ang ating mga karapatan sa soberanya sa West Philippine Sea.
A year ago, we saw that violence on video at the Second Thomas Shoal, where China Coast Guard used axes and blades to injure a Philippine sailor conducting resupply. But despite these bully tactics, it's clear at this 9th anniversary of this arbitral ruling that China has failed to intimidate Southeast Asian claimants into surrendering their sovereign rights. In fact, we've seen a laudable resilience and resolve to defend their maritime rights in the face of mounting pressure.
Kinumpirma din ni US Pacific Fleet Commander Admiral Steve Kohler na ang kanilang mga destroyer, eroplano at mga submarine ay patuloy na nagbabantay sa rehiyon ng Indo-Pacific region.
Today, there are 3 Pacific Fleet carrier strike groups deployed, with more preparing for deployment as we speak. The USS George Washington Carrier Strike Group just patrolled the Philippine Sea and finished its visit to Manila. The USS America Amphibious Readiness Group, which based in Japan, is near Australia right now for the major exercise Talisman Sabre. On top of that, we have numerous forward deployed destroyers, littoral combat ships, submarines, and aircraft that continue to patrol the region.
Bistado na rin ng Amerika ang China. Ayon sa commander ng US Pacific Fleet, posibleng linlangin tayo ng China sa pamamagitan ng kanilang matatamis na pangako tulad ng joint oil and gas exploration. Nasa huli ang pagsisisi dahil ito ay bitag ng China upang mapatahimik ang Pilipinas.
It could mean China offering inducements to buy silence or to look the other way as their Coast Guard or maritime militia assert their control. It might mean sweet words such as, "Let's jointly develop your resources," that are actually an invitation to arrangements that risk implicit recognition of Beijing's ownership. Claimant states would be wise to compare notes and stay vigilant to these tactics. That will help preserve unfettered access to their sovereign rights and jurisdictions over resources in their EEZs. Second, I think we need to continue or improve our collective ability to deter aggression. We should continue to train and exercise together in meaningful ways. The U.S. Pacific Fleet is always ready to work with you to strengthen deterrence and show no individual country can be pushed around.
Laban Pinas.